Hello, my name is Ulla. You may remember me from those days of living on a narrowboat in the British countryside. But after a couple of years back on dry land, I've now got itchy feet. So I'm attempting to build a stealth micro-camper to get myself back into nature and back to a nomadic way of life. This week, my transition into van life has taken a rather drizzly turn. It's not looking great, but between a little sunshine, some rain, and pretty much all 4 seasons in one day,
I saw snow.
I've been exploring some of the most fascinating places down here in the south. From beautiful artist homes and ancient churches to mysterious figures carved into the South Downs. There's plenty of history, a chatty cup of tea, and of course, plenty of silly laughs along the way. So let's get into it. Well, good morning, lovely people, and welcome back to another video. Today you are joining me for a somewhat soggy day of van life. I've just got back from a festival. My van is an absolute tip. It's embarrassing to show you, but I'll show you. I'll show you now. Look at this. This is what we're dealing. Oh, it's really dark. Hang on. As you can see, it's a big mess in here. Fairy lights have fallen down, and there's junk everywhere. That's my bed under here. Probably can't even tell, but there's a bed in there somewhere. Right, so you get the picture. It's not looking great. There's plenty of things to wash. There's so much to do to sort whatever that is out. But today, I've decided to film a soggy day of van life in the south of England. And I'm picking up a very special person today as I'm taking them on a day out so we can spend some quality time together. I'm gonna go pick them up in just a minute and we're gonna go for a little bit of an explore west of here towards some very interesting and very cool places. But I also wanted to say I'm planning on doing a Q&A because I know there's quite a lot of you here that are new and a lot of you that have been here since the very beginning, back on the narrowboat days. So if you'd like to ask me anything, I am an open book. So fire away. I'll start logging them down and then I will aim to film a Q&A soon. Nothing is off limits and I'll see what I can do. Also, I just want to point out, I think that the sun is about to come out, which is fantastic because it's a soggy day. We do need the rain though, so do bring it on. But it was raining so much this morning and of course I just couldn't be bothered to film it. So you're just gonna have to take these beads of water on the windscreen now as evidence that it has been raining. And hopefully it will just shower on and off today so we can have a lovely day. Because where we're going, we are spending quite a bit of time outdoors and it could end up being a very, very soggy day of van life. Right, oh, there we go. The Insta 360 is back. I'm gonna set this up. Let's put it here, like that. Wow, look at my sleeves. Whoa, that looks very precarious there. It'll do. I tell you what, when your life is a mess in this van, it's really hard to function. But we have a phone, nowhere to go. Just need to get started. We've arrived. There she is. Whee! Good morning.
Hello.
Joy. Oh, let me move that. I'll just chuck that back there. Come on in.
I've got 2 coats,
Fabulous.
1 umbrella.
Fab. Snacks?
No.
I got snacks. It's okay. And it's my mummy. What happened? It's here.
Oh, hello.
Never a hug?
Oh, yes.
You're getting all camera shy. I can see it already.
No, I'm getting confused.
You're getting discombobulated.
I haven't seen this one before.
Let's see. Right, Mum. So
Yes.
where are we going today? Where are we going, Mum? Do you remember?
We're going to Charleston House.
Charleston
House. Even though I looked up Chillington House on ChatGPT.
What else are we doing today,
The
Mum?
Long Man of Wilmington.
Wilmington.
Even.
Good job I'm driving, or we might get seriously lost. It's a bloody 54-minute drive. Let's get started. Right, let's hit the road, Jack. Okay, Mum.
Oh,
right.
Let
We're
me get my
recording.
notes.
No notes. Right. Charleston House. What do you know about Charleston House? Go. Quick fire round. Go.
I know that your Auntie Jenny and your cousin Bonnie
Yeah.
and her little baby Henry and Mike went to visit it the other day.
Oh, did they?
I think so.
Okay. Well, that's not a fact about the house, Mum. That's a cop-out answer, but very nice to know.
What do I know? That the Bloomsbury set used to go there.
Yeah?
I don't know if they owned it.
No, I think they rented it.
They rented it.
They lived
right.
there. Okay.
But that's about it.
That's not very informative.
And
Fire
it's
round.
a very, very beautiful place.
Excellent. All right. Well, thanks for that, Mum. That was very informative. We've all learned a lot.
But I've got lots of notes on
I bet you do. So present to the camera, Mum.
it. So I know that Charleston is a 16th century farmhouse. How about that then? Near Firle in East Sussex.
Near yeah, near Fell.
Firle.
Ah.
And E.M. Forrester was part of the Bloomsbury.
I love it. Look at this. She has her notes. Right, Mum. Here we are. Oh, it's a lovely soggy day here in England. And we have arrived at Charleston House. And I'm actually very interested to see how it's fared over the past few weeks. You wouldn't be able to tell from the current situation, but it's actually been hot, hasn't it? It's been incredibly hot recently. The last time I visited was, oh my God, the camera's getting so wet. The last time I visited last year, I was with Naomi, and the gardens were absolutely spectacular. Oh. Super beautiful, but I have a feeling they're going to be quite crispy and brown. Ooh. But you never know. Let's hurry inside because it's
really
a little bit soggy. It's the day out. Goodness me. Are we going the right way? I can't remember actually. I think it's this way. And just like that, the sun decided to come out to play, so we took the opportunity to explore the gardens first. Charleston itself is a beautiful 16th century farmhouse, but it was in 1916 that it became home to the artists Vanessa Bell and Duncan Grant, along with Vanessa's two young sons, Julian and Quintin, and Duncan's partner, the writer David Garnett. It was the beginning of Charleston's very special connection with the Bloomsbury Group. The garden we see today was redesigned in 1918 by their friend, the art critic Roger Fry. He created the geometric lawns, gravel paths and flower beds, which Vanessa and Duncan then filled with the flowers they loved to paint. The garden is full of beautiful little details, from flowers, fruit trees and sculptures dotted throughout the space. Although the gardens were looking a little more subdued after the recent heatwave, you can still imagine just how beautiful it is when everything is in full bloom. It's easy to see why this place became such a creative sanctuary. It feels less like a traditional English garden and more like you've just wandered into one of their paintings. Charleston became a gathering place for some of the most fascinating artists, writers and thinkers of the time, including Virginia Woolf, E.M. Forster and John Maynard Keynes. And I couldn't help wondering what it must have been like to sit here beneath the trees with the crowd, everyone chatting away with a cigarette and a drink in hand. It must have been quite a place to be. Well, I've got to say, the walled garden at Charleston House is still incredibly beautiful, but it is very sad to see just how scorched it's been by this incredible heat wave we've been having, this massive drought we've been having here in the UK, and it's taken its toll everywhere along the landscape. And then seeing what this garden normally looks like this time of year and seeing it today where there's just like one single flower blooming on a whole plant, and the rest just being scorched. And the same with like the tomato plants and various other beautiful specimens in this garden just being like kind of fried to a crisp. It's quite sad to see, because it really is showing us a change in the times and how things are evolving in our landscape, and that we have really got to pay attention and hold on to what we have and recognize that things are so precious and fleeting, and we all have to do our bit. It's quite a stark reminder of that today. However, it is still an incredibly beautiful garden, and I highly recommend coming to visit, perhaps earlier in the season, definitely for the spring when the flowers are really in bloom, and prior to any kind of extreme weathers that we'll most likely be getting every year from now on in the UK. But yeah, it's still incredibly spectacular, and the sun has decided to shine, so we've got a lucky day for it. Right, we've had a lovely time in the garden. We're going to walk this way, Mum. Oh. We're going to head inside now. Tickets to go inside are £26.50, which is quite a sum, but I do believe it's worth it. I've been before and it's absolutely amazing inside, and you've never been before, have you, Mum? No. So yeah, let's head inside. Once you're inside Charleston, the whole house seems to come alive. Everywhere you look, there is art. On the walls, across the furniture, on tables and doors. It seems almost as though the house itself became another canvas. But it goes beyond simply decorating a home. Art seems to have been seeped into every corner of their lives, into the objects they used, the pottery they made and collected, the colours they surrounded themselves with, and somehow each room feels completely different with its own character and personality. Charleston was a place where art and ideas were woven into everyday life. It became a gathering point for the Bloomsbury set, who were searching for new ways of living, loving, and seeing the world. Inside these walls, there was a remarkable freedom to speak your mind. Nothing was really off limits. Art, sex, religion, politics, relationships, everything could be questioned, debated, and explored. But that freedom didn't necessarily make their relationships simple. Behind these walls were lives that were incredibly complicated. Estranged relationships, jealousy between lovers, unconventional arrangements, and all the emotions that come with people trying to live and love outside of the usual rules. And perhaps all of that found its way into the art. Perhaps the intensity of those relationships, the freedom, the jealousy, the love and the tension helped fuel the extraordinary creativity that seems to live in every corner and crevice of this house. And yet, beneath all this incredible beauty, life here was far from luxurious. For the first few years, there was no heating, no running hot water, and no electricity. And in the winter, the house was apparently absolutely freezing, which makes it all the more remarkable to think about what was being created here. Virginia Woolf and so many other creative minds of the time passed through these rooms, and walking around Charleston now, there's something incredibly special, knowing that you're moving through the same spaces they once lived, created, loved, argued, and imagined a different kind of life. And perhaps that's what makes this place so captivating. It isn't just a beautiful house. It feels like a glimpse into an entire way of living, complicated, unconventional, passionate, and endlessly creative. This is probably my favourite room in Charleston House. It's the dining room, and I just absolutely love the wallpaper. So this is papered And they've got this beautiful charcoal colour, which they've then layered on with this incredibly beautiful pattern. And the way that the light hits it at different parts of the day is so, so beautiful. And also with it being such a dark colour, but with these other colours lifting it on the top, it really doesn't feel that dark in here. And all of the furniture is painted. It's got these really gorgeous artworks on the walls. Yeah, it's a very, very special room. Have you found there, Mum?
Chocolates, boxes.
Always Jaunch chocolate. This house is just incredibly inspiring. It's just so, so beautiful. We're about to head outside, but on our way out, we're going to head through the art studio. It's a north facing, and it's quite a treat. It's just around this corner. Of all the people who came and went through Charleston, Vanessa Bell and Duncan Grant were its longest-standing artistic presences. Vanessa lived and worked here until her death in 1961, and Duncan continued to live and paint at Charleston until his death in 1978. The studio feels like a real time capsule. It is said that it has remained very much as Duncan left it at the end of his life, with the brushes, the paints, pottery and objects still arranged around the space, so that nearly 50 years after his death, it still feels as though he has only just stepped away. So, Mum, what did you think of Charleston House?
Amazing. Inspirational.
It's an amazing place, isn't it?
Ah, that was it. You go there and you see the artwork and you suddenly realise that it gives you the feeling of everyone is an artist. Anyone can paint, because that's what they're doing. They're just putting paint on brush and painting.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they were incredibly talented artists in their own right, but as one of the guides inside said, that whenever anyone came to visit, they put them to work, hand them a paintbrush or a needle to make something, build something. And so the house is literally a living and breathing artwork, a beautiful time capsule of a time that is no longer, but really encapsulates this, like, the movement of the time, of these people coming in and out of their lives and in and out of that beautiful home. And every single surface is painted, every cabinet, piece of pottery, fireplace, wall.
And, it was an amazing experience. Thank you.
You're welcome. What a nice thing to do.
Yeah.
Lovely little day out. So what's up next? Do you want to go to the pub next? I'm a bit hungry.
Yes, I'd love to.
Well, we're going to go to the pub. We're going to go to the pub and get some food, and then we've got some other exciting things on the agenda for today.
Yes.
So we've just arrived in Berwick, in the little village of Berwick, or did we drive past Berwick?
No, this is the village of Berwick.
Okay, we think.
Yes, maybe.
And we've stopped off at the Cricketer's Arms, a very beautiful pub here, surrounded by the rolling hills. It's one of my favourite things to do, actually, when I go out in my van, like I did when I was on the narrowboat, is stopping off at all of these incredibly beautiful old pubs that we have here in England. We're very lucky for that, and this one is no exception. It looks gorgeous from the outside, and I'm sure that the inside is quite beautiful too. So a quick bit of lunch and then off to the church around the oh yes, we didn't stop, it's a very loud fan. And then off to a church around the corner that has also been painted by the Bloomsbury set. So yeah.
Yes, looking forward to that.
Yeah, let's go. The Cricketer's Arms is a lovely example of a traditional Sussex country pub, tucked away in the village of Berwick just beneath the South Downs. The building itself has a wonderfully old-fashioned character, having been converted from 2 flint-walled cottages, giving it its slightly irregular, cosy feel that you just don't get with modern pubs. And of course, its name has its own little story too. Originally called the Swan before the famous cricketer John Wisden bought it in 1867 and gave it its new name, and it has been known as such for generations. Steak burger, 2 steak burgers, fantastic, let's do that. All right.
It's like when you said, It had little vegetable bits in it. I
In the
suddenly
thought.
he's coming.
She's referring to the pie. Hello.
Ready to order?
We are indeed.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Cheers, my dear.
Cheers.
To a lovely day out with my favourite lady. You like your lime, don't you? Are you jealous?
Just hasn't got coconut and tequila.
Did you hear that?
what it needs.
Did you hear that? Mum said she wishes that it had coconut and tequila. She's got good style, my mum.
Yummy.
Get some Malibu put in there. Make it a bit weird.
No.
Not today. I'm driving anyway.
I had that cocktail I like, margarita.
Oh, I know what you're like on margaritas.
I tried a margarita. Well, I didn't like it.
What?
It was a bit.
You were the margarita queen when I was a
I think, yeah,
teenager.
I haven't had a margarita since Darwin.
No, that's a lie.
Is it?
Gaps in the memory. Too many margaritas.
When was the last time I had a margarita?
You've had one sip of the cider and she's gone.
I think I saw snow.
The clouds are rolling in just in time for our walk in nature.
We should go indoors.
You're gonna go inside. Okay, we've got to relocate. Inside we go. It's hot. This looks really good, doesn't it? Is this salt, pepper? Oh, it's pepper. Well, that was a delicious lunch, wasn't it, Mum?
It certainly was.
And now we are walking down this beautiful country lane towards... Where are we going?
A church.
A church! Where apparently, I think I've said this already, the Bloomsbury set have painted the interior. And it's just a short stroll away from the Cricketers' Arms. So we're going to walk off our lunch, very late lunch. I think we're going the right way. I don't think we can get lost. Should we get lost together? Tucked quietly beneath the South Downs, the little village church of St Michael and All Angels has stood here for centuries. Parts of the church date back to the 12th century, and from the outside, it has all the quiet simplicity you'd expect of an ancient Sussex church, weathered flint walls, a little churchyard, and the landscape stretching away beyond it. But there is something rather extraordinary hidden behind these walls. Because inside this seemingly modest medieval church is one of the most remarkable collaborations between art and faith, and one that brings the world of Bloomsbury right into the heart of rural Sussex. In 1941, during the Second World War, Bishop George Bell invited Duncan Grant, Vanessa Bell and her son Quintin to transform the interior of the church. Part of his belief that modern artists still had an important place within the spiritual life of a church. And what they created is extraordinary. The walls are alive with colour and biblical scenes, but what makes them so moving is the very human faces within them. Rather than imagining distant idealised figures, the artists looked to the people around them. Friends, family and local villagers became their models. Eve and Mary was painted from someone they knew. Duncan and Vanessa's daughter Angelica posed as the Virgin Mary. So when you stand here looking at Joseph, Mary and the Christ child, you're looking at something that feels both ancient and completely of its time. These sacred stories have been brought down to earth into this tiny Sussex village with familiar faces looking back at us from the walls. And perhaps that's what makes the church so beautiful. During one of the darkest periods of the 20th century, these artists filled a quiet village church with colour, life and hope, creating something that feels at once deeply spiritual and unmistakably human. It is Bloomsbury quite literally painted onto the walls of an ancient Sussex church. Okay, I'm tired. Are you tired?
I'm knackered.
Mum's knackered. We were going to go on a hike now. That is not going to happen.
I'm really glad.
So we're just going to stop off at the Long Man of Wilmington car park. We're going to make a cup of tea, obviously standard.
Yes.
And take in the views from there. And I've got to go to Morris dancing. I've got Morris dancing rehearsal this evening, so we can't stay for long. There he is.
Oh,
You see him?
Yes, I do.
Did you see him?
The man on stilts.
Watching over the South Downs above Wilmington is one of Sussex's most mysterious landmarks, the Long Man. At 72 metres high, he is the largest depiction of a human figure in Europe, and yet nobody knows for certain when or why he was created. There are theories that he could be prehistoric, Roman, medieval, or even a much later creation, but his true origins remain a mystery. And perhaps that mystery is part of what makes him so captivating, standing there on a hillside, keeping watch over Sussex. We'll definitely explore the Long Man and his fascinating history in much more depth on another occasion, but for now, let's go make a cup of tea. So I don't have a spoon, Mum.
Okay, so
You're just going to have to deal with it.
this is a YouTube video on how to fish out a hot tea bag from a boiling hot cup of tea.
Yeah, well, you've got that. I don't know what you want me to do with that. Just put it there and we'll figure it out later. I have some questions for you,
Oh yeah.
but I just want to make sure that it's recording before we get started. Not
Yeah, this
right.
is very dubious. I
luck.
don't
Mum
drink
doesn't-
that milk and I don't drink Assam.
Mum's got an Assam with oat milk. Let's see what she thinks. Have a sip.
Oh God. It's hot.
Fabulous. Right,
It's quite creamy.
first of all, did you have a good day?
I had a fabulous day.
Isn't it just wonderful going, exploring your
Yeah.
own backyard? Mum and Dad live not far from here in Hastings, obviously, and I am making my way into full-time van life in my very messy van. So, but currently based down south, and that feels really good. But it's so lovely to get out and explore your own backyard and see and we have so much down here in Sussex. We're very, very fortunate, I think. What was your favourite part of the day? I mean, we haven't even really seen the Long Man. We can see him peeking through the trees there.
Yeah, but no,
it wasn't that. He
he's
doesn't
not-
even
he's not
compare.
comparable. There wasn't a favourite. I love the grounds of the house.
Yeah.
I love the house. It just took you back in time.
Another question for you. What do you think about your daughter doing full-time van life?
Go for it.
This daughter, not the other
Yeah,
one.
well,
It wouldn't be the other one.
Anything for your pleasure, you need to do. Live your life without restrictions.
Yeah, I'm very lucky to have parents that are so encouraging of every single thing I want to do with my life. They're
As
always
long
like,
as I
"Just do
can
it."
come along every so often.
That's the caveat. Like, as long as there's space for me as well,
It's,
there will always be space for you then. And a cup to drink tea from.
it's all right.
I knew it, see?
It's okay.
Okay. And I think that that's it for this week's video. Thank you so much for joining me and my absolutely gorgeous mum on this little trip today. It's been so fun, incredibly windy, a little bit wet and rainy, and now sunny.
And a
Basically-
fabulous pub lunch.
Thank you so much for watching this video. A huge thank you to everyone who's joined my Patreon community recently. You are amazing. Thank you so much for your support. And thank you so much to everybody who's been buying me coffees and teas. That's what this is going towards. Thank you. Cheers. It's wonderful to have you along with me for this journey. Oh, And if you have any questions for me, anything at all, leave them in the comment section down below and I will pick them up so that I can put together a Q&A very, very soon. Let's see what you want to find out.
And here's a question. Does she need whiskey while she's answering the questions?
I know, that was my last Q&A, and that's when I was back on the boat, and that was a very interesting situation. So yeah, let me know if that's what is needed for me to truly open up. But anyway, much love. Thank you for joining us. Have you had fun?
I have.
Mwah. Bye-bye.